Welcome back to another episode of Watching Sundays, where the geek and the filthy cash go head-to-head and one-on-one, where their ideas eventually clash. This week, we are talking about the Fox and Disney merger. Yes. We've been talking about it for a while now, but it is official, guys.
I'm so excited.
So the Department of Justice has approved this merger, the shareholders have approved this merger, and Fox and Disney have come to a deal.
It is official.
It's official. And so what they said in their press release is that all of the details and the interconnecting workings of the merger will be officially complete by 2019, which gives them a lot of time to fix things, right? Because
or keep things messed up.
I mean, let's consider what's happening. So the timing of this is pretty it's pretty difficult to get around because Dark Phoenix was filming, they finished production, and they were about to release. And so since this deal is official, really official now, they have actually scheduled reshoots.
And there were a lot of rumors going around that these two movies were going to be shelved.
Yeah, and so they're going back to reshoot Dark Phoenix, and there's a lot of speculation going on now as to what they're actually reshooting. So, I mean, I think that they're actually getting ready to bring them into the MCU. I think it's going to be part sizzle scene and part third act of the movie where things start to meld together, because let's be honest, Feige is pretty much a genius when it comes to, bringing worlds together. And I think at this point, Ty Sheridan, he's just got done with Ready Player One. Sophie Turner is about to appear in the last season of Game of Thrones. So they have two potentially young and up and coming actors who are bankable in their own own followings. Yeah. I mean, and then there's still room to cast Gambit. There's still room to cast Rogue. Yeah. And of course, the most important one, they still have time to cast Wolverine.
Yes, of course, Wolverine. You know my opinion on this. I think they should just scratch those two movies and start fresh.
Yeah, but looking at it from a business perspective, right? That's a lot of money to just throw away.
Hey, they got tons of money.
They do.
Disney has a lot of money.
And they
want them to do it right.
And they just spent billions to buy these properties. They have X-Men and the Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four definitely in a better position to be rebooted and reintroduced. But with Dark Phoenix and New Mutants coming out, or having been slated to come out, I think it'll be a lot easier for them to bring them in and kind of recast some of the mutants that haven't been cast.
Yeah, I guess if you look at it objectively from a business standpoint, it does make sense for these two movies to continue its original release dates, right? But from the MCU kind of perspective, they don't feel like an MCU movie. So I don't know how they're going to fit that in, or if they are planning to fit that in the current MCU universe. We'll see. I just don't think it's two different entities.
The timing is actually pretty perfect for the MCU side, right? Because they have Avengers 4 that's going to wrap up the entirety of their 10 years or their 20 movies, right? And so they only have Captain Marvel and Black Panther 2 and Spider-Man 2 as part of their ongoing phase after Avengers 4. So maybe it helps that they don't have so many movies planned after that, because then they can start with X-Men.
Well, hopefully the reshoots kind of switches things up a little bit, changes it up a little bit, and because I've heard that this was supposed to be like a dark drama, X-Men, Dark Phoenix. So we just got introduced for spoiler alert if you haven't seen Ant-Man and the Wasp. We just got introduced to Quantum Realm and the time traveling and the multiverse. Yes. And so we have the Reality Stone with Thanos, and then we have the Quantum Realm with Ant-Man, and then we also have the Phoenix Force that's being introduced. So there's a lot of possibilities as to how they could kind of retcon this X-Men into this universe. Absolutely. And guys, we did our theory videos on how the X-Men can join the MCU. You can check it out with a link somewhere above here. But I truly believe, and I still believe, that they should just shelve these movies and start over. I'm sorry, but let's go on. Let's move on.
It doesn't make sense. But on the other hand, they still have Deadpool, and I still believe that Deadpool can maintain a certain level of autonomy. I think going forward with this whole deal, Deadpool is going to start to move into the Stan Lee cameo type of because of his role in the comics, in the actual comics, he always just shows up out of nowhere.
Yeah, he kind of comes in and causes the tension and comedic relief in any.
I mean, he doesn't necessarily have to be part of the main connective tissue, but he can have his cameos and then have his movies on his own.
I actually think that he should just be a cameo character, because I will be honest with you, after seeing the latest Deadpool, I was getting tired of Ryan Reynolds. That's just my opinion.
You will be the only person that's not in the theaters for Deadpool 3 or X-Force. But there you have it, guys. The deal's done.
It's going to be awesome, I hope.
We have to look forward to how the X-Men will come into the MCU. What do these reshoots mean for Dark Phoenix and the rest of the mutant movies that are coming out in the future? Let us know in the comment section below what you think this means for them and what you think they're going to do to bring them into the MCU. And we'll see you guys next week.